Midlothian Third Sector Interface is a partnership between ourselves, Midlothian Voluntary Action and the Social Enterprise Alliance Midlothian. We are responsible for developing and promoting volunteering, and we've been doing that for over 30 years. Last year we had our 30th anniversary. We work with volunteers and with organisations, and we work closely within the community planning structure to really develop volunteering and really put it at the heart of policies and procedures and a lot of the work that goes on in Midlothian.
We offer a variety of support to local organisations. We have a training programme which we offer, set courses which they may be interested in, all around volunteer management. But we also offer bespoke training as well, so if anyone has particular things they need a bit more help with, then we can provide that. And we hold a quarterly volunteer managers forum, and any local volunteer managers are welcome to attend, whether they're in a paid or unpaid role. And we meet to discuss current developments in volunteering, any issues anyone might be having, and we always have a key speaker comes along, so there's an element of learning and training in that as well. And it's proved to be a really good peer support network for volunteer managers where they can get help from others locally.
I have found it really helpful to connect with other volunteer managers, to access different training courses and support that Volunteer Midlothian provide. Through the Volunteer Managers Forum as well, we are able to influence different policies relating to volunteer development.
A number of years ago we decided to develop our own volunteering opportunities. We initially started with youth volunteering opportunities because we felt there was a real need in Midlothian to create opportunities for under 18s. There had been a real shortage and we were finding it difficult to place young volunteers. And we also found that some had maybe not the best experience when they did go to some organisations. So we developed Transform, which are supported volunteering opportunities for young people. And I guess from that developed some of our other projects. We began the Connect Online project, which basically, because there was a gap in terms of older people being able to receive IT tuition, so we were able to get some funding to start that service, which has been really successful and has now developed into lots of different areas. We initiated a befriending service because again there just wasn't something like that in Midlothian. So I guess that's a slightly different approach that we've kind of built on our core work and developed in a different direction where we are actually the provider of opportunities.
Yes, so the Community Links project started about 4 years ago, and there are two elements to it. So one is a befriending project, and Claire runs that. It involves matching volunteers to isolated older people or isolated vulnerable adults across Midlothian, but it can also be befriending for people with dementia. So Claire would look at the hobbies and interests of the person that's been referred to us and try and match them with a like-minded volunteer, someone that had similar hobbies or a similar background, so that in the hope that they would get on well together. So we match volunteers with socially isolated people for a period of 6 months, but if they have a diagnosis of dementia, it's usually for up to a year, just to keep that continuity going. And it's really up to the two of them. They would meet at mutually convenient times. The general idea is to try and, with the support of a volunteer, to get the older person out into the community again and allow them to re-engage with the local community. But many of the referrals we get would be for people who are housebound. So in that case, a volunteer will go into the house maybe on a weekly basis, and there would be some skills sharing or skills swapping. So it could be the volunteer learns how to bake and they teach the client how to do computers or something like that. But there's lots of great relationships that develop that way, and we find that at the end of the 6 months or a year, many just want to stay friends.
The Grown Together project, it was founded about 4 years ago, and the idea was to get local people to come volunteer, just to create a nice space for the local community. The brilliant thing about this project is that it's volunteer-led. The volunteers come up with ideas what to do here, so things like making a pond, a place where they can sit.
I've got my own garden back home and I spend a lot of time in it. But a couple of times a week I help Kat.
Basically, it was all just like trying to get me into doing like volunteering work and stuff, because like I wasn't really having the best of time at school, I just wanted to leave, but I was only 15, so I couldn't really leave. And technically, at first this was just a thing to get me out of school on a Thursday. Eventually, I kept going all the way through summer, and then just got into it. Well, coming seeing like Keith and that, obviously, just like it's a good laugh. Just like learning quite a lot of new things. I never knew how to do gardening at all before I came here. Like, this was just like I didn't even want to come here, to be honest, at first. But it was kind of like a last resort thing. But I came here, and then now I actually enjoy gardening. So.
The Line project started way back in 2007 as the Sidekicks project, and there was an evaluation conducted, and from that they realised they needed a lot more IT tuition in people's homes and in a group setting. So we have really developed the project since then. We focus on reducing social isolation and maintaining independence, and digital upskilling, so improving digital skills for older people across Midlothian. We have 6 different elements of the service, but all the elements are targeted towards vulnerable adults. The first one is our Connect one-to-one, which is in libraries, and we have dedicated volunteers that provide one-to-one tuition to older people. That's a 6-week block. We also have our home visit service, and that is where we have a dedicated volunteer who goes into the home of somebody who's housebound and will provide a person-centred approach, so it's always tailored to the person's needs.
I enjoyed seeing people actually recognise a complete new communication system where they can do shopping, they can speak to family and their friends all over the world on Skype. Definitely one of the most advanced communication systems, and it's not too heavy for people to learn. And it's a pleasure to see them smiling when they actually get there.
One of the groups that I work with is the at Cowan Court in Pennycook. There's a picture of the group here and actually featured away, tucked away in the corner at the back. But it's a lively group and very interesting, and a lot of some very nice people there to work with. Times when I've been able to go into people's houses, people who are housebound or for one reason or another, carers not able to get out to visit some of the main groups that take place during the week over the course of Midlothian. And it's always nice to get in, and so you meet new people. They've got a different life story to your own, so it's interesting to hear what they've been up to and so on. And obviously you're passing on your skills.
So the Transform project is a supported volunteering opportunity for young people between the ages of 14 and 20. People kind of go in groups supported by myself or my colleagues and do things like musical bingo, they do floor sports, indoor curling, quizzes, all sorts of different things, and it's really nice to see that kind of intergenerational relationship starting, and there's always lots of laughter.
I enjoy coming down and socialising with especially the old people and the young people like me and John, the other one. Just hearing the stories and having a laugh and just a general conversation.
Getting a break from all these young people that I'm surrounded with in school and hearing all the funny stories.